lots of room to stretch out those legs and roll down onto your back. Starting with palms open and legs rolling externally out to the sides. Just close the eyes and find the breath. Breathing in deeply. And exhaling completely. Soften the shoulders, relax the muscles in the face. Feel how the breath fills up the belly with the inhale and exhale. Let that air out. One more round of breath here. And bend the knees, bring the feet to the mat. Let's stretch those legs up to the sky, as well as the arms, and just circle the ankles and wrists. One direction and then the other. Now bend the knees in. You can hold under the legs or on top. And just rock it out side to side. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's bring those legs all the way over to the side. And what I'm going to do with my pillow is just drop it down so that the knees are on top, and I'm going to fold my bottom arm. Reach that other arm forward and let's open it up, looking away, and let's just stay here for a few rounds of breathing again. As that arm is reaching away from the legs, your other arm is going to stretch to the sky and just drop down to that top knee. Let the arm rest. Let the twist deepen. Last inhale. And exhale. Let's slowly take that to the other side, moving the pillow. Letting the legs rest on top. Stretch the arm away from the legs, and the other arm is going to reach up to the sky and then just drop, bringing that extra little bit of weight to deepen the stretch. You can stay looking up to the sky, eyes closed, or looking over that reaching arm. Last inhale. And with your exhale, you'll release all that air and then bring the feet back to the center. Returning the pillow under the head and stretch one leg up to the sky and hold to the back of that leg. Flex the foot. Exhale and soften the shoulders. And on your next inhale, we're going to bend that knee just a little bit and then exhale and press the leg straight. Inhale, bend, and exhale, press straight. The back of the leg presses into those palms. Inhale, bend, and exhale, press. And inhale, bend, and exhale, press. Stay here for another few rounds of breathing. Option to hold on to the calf, to reach up for the toes if you can, to extend the bottom leg if you like. Flex both feet and breathe in. Let the low back drop into the mat. Let the tailbone be heavy. And let's release that foot down. Inhale, leg number 2. Holding the back of the hamstring, we're going to flex the foot. Reach the heel high. Soften the upper body. And on your next inhale, we'll add a little bend or a little flexion in that top knee. And then exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. And exhale, press. And inhale, bend that knee towards the chest. And exhale, press. And inhale, bend. And exhale, press. Now stay here and breathe. Option to hold up a little higher. And also straightening out the bottom leg. But if that brings too much tightness, tension, anxiety into your body or mind, just go to a place that stays gentle. Being sensitive and truthful to where you are today. And let's release that foot all the way down. The bottoms of the feet are going to come together now. The knees are going to splay open. This external rotation might bring a little arch into your low back, which is okay. Interlace those fingers and press the palms to the sky. Let's inhale here. Now either keep the arms just like this, or if your shoulders allow, let's exhale and reach those arms overhead. Stay again for another breath. Press the legs straight. Find yourself in that total body stretch. Then bend the knees. We're going to roll onto your side. Bending, keeping both knees bent, but finding the top ankle and holding with the hands, reaching that knee long. Quadricep stretch. Breathe in here. Direct the breath all the way down into that knee. Visualize, energize. And now that foot that you're holding on to, we're going to bring it forward just to press down in front of that bottom knee. Take that same hand and push the knee away from you. Plant the foot down like you're making an imprint with the foot into the ground. And if you need to, your bottom knee can bend a little bit more, bringing that foot in the floor a little closer up. Press with some energy in the arm. Stay for a breath. Great, let's do that. Same thing on the other side. I'm just going to roll straight over. And bending that top knee and the bottom knee. Find the back of the foot or the ankle. And then just check the spine. If you feel like you're arching your low back, pull the tummy in a little bit more. And point that kneecap down to the end of the mat. Let's breathe in. And exhale. And a little longer inhale. Longer exhale. Let's take that top foot and plant it down in front of the bottom knee. Use your top hand to press that knee away. Stay with that long, deep breathing. And now stretch out that top leg. Bring the top hand to the floor to press yourself all the way up. And let's come up into hands and knees, space between the knees. And bring those shoulders stacked right on top of the wrists. Now let's exhale and round, dropping the head. And then inhale and arch, looking up. Some cat stretches, rounding and extending. 2 more, rounding and extension. Last time, let's drop the head, lengthen through the back of the neck. And let's lift the chin as we extend the spine, lengthening through the front of the neck. Come back to the center, neutral spine, deepen abdominals, and extend one leg back behind you and lift it away from the ground. Let's point the toes. Stay here and breathe as you look at the space between the hands, or extend the opposite arm forward for one more breath. Bring it back to center. Knees are hip width apart. Leg number 2, stretch it long behind you like someone's pulling the leg away, and lift it up parallel to the ground. Stay and breathe, or your opposite arm will lift and reach away, palm down. Lovely. And return that to the center. Let's sit back into those heels and push the fingertips forward. Rest the head. Inhale to come back up. Walk the hands in, keeping one knee down. We're going to straighten that back leg and drop the heel in so the edge of the foot is on the ground. Walk the hand under the shoulder as we open up that other arm to the sky. Stay and breathe. Now, if your foot is pointing at the extended leg, it's going to be a little bit more challenging as opposed to pointing it behind you. So I'm going to point it behind me and lift the hips up a little higher, looking up. Option to reach the arm overhead and get a nice side body stretch. Let's breathe into that sensation. Reach the arm to the sky. We're going to push off from that bottom arm to come up a little higher, flexing the foot of the extended leg. Let's inhale, reach the arms just to the top of the head, and take that side body stretch over the extended leg. Hands to the back of the head and press the skull into the palms, pull the chin in. Yes. And return to the center. Release those arms. From hands and knees, extend your other leg now. pull up those abdominals. Let's drop the heel and stack hand under shoulder as we find a little balance. Side body modified plank. Check what you want to do with this bottom foot. If it's pointing towards the extended leg, it's more challenging than if you open it up behind you. If you open it behind you, you can lift the hips and get a little bit more back body bent. Look up to the sky. If it feels accessible, we'll reach that arm overhead. Try not to let it come in front of the face, but either beside or back. Push down in your bottom arm to lift up with your heart, chest. Reach that top arm to the sky. Let's flex and drop the heel of the extended leg and push on up to center, where we're going to inhale those arms up to the top of the head. Lift the crown up to the palms and start to take your side body bent. Hands move to the back of the head. Nod the chin in. Come back to the center. Release the arms and bring the hands under the shoulders. Let's stretch the legs back now, both of them, as we come up into a plank. And if you want to modify this today, we'll keep the knees down and uncurl the toes. Nod the chin, lengthen the back of the neck. Stay here for a breath. Inhale and exhale. We're going to try some inversions now. So if you have the knees down, we will curl the toes and press up into that plank just to move into our downward dog. Spread the toes, plant them lightly down, and try to bring your armpits back towards your ankles. Tailbone lifts up, knees soften. Inhale. Exhale, draw abdominals in. Bend one knee, keep the other leg straight. Stay for a breath. And switch. Stay for a breath. And now make both legs straight, both heels heavy. Maybe the heels are even touching down. And walk the hands back towards the toes. Take your feet mat width apart, hands on the shins. With your inhale, let's extend the arms, look forward and lift the heart up. And then exhale, fold down those legs. Release the head and neck. Shake it out. Bring both arms over to one leg. Your hips have shifted over to that same side, so try to keep your hips in the center, and you'll feel the stretch more. Bend the knees. Release the head and neck. If you can, you'll straighten legs from here. And you'll bring it over to the other side. Usually I take one hand and I just shift those hips back to the center. They're bound to travel with you. Relax the shoulders, neck, and head. Let them drop. Bend the knees. Either stay here with bent knees or extend the legs straight. And bring it back to the center, hands on the shins. Let's inhale, lift the heart up one more time here. Long, lengthening spine. And exhale and fold. Bring your hands to the mat, walk it forward, bring your knees down, widen them mat width apart. Sit back to those heels and let's bring the palms together like a clap. We'll fold at the thumbs and we'll shoot those fingers forward, forehead down. Hands in, let's roll up through the spine, having a seat on your mat. Stretch the legs out wide to the side and just straddle. And bring your pillow just in front. Let's take both arms over to one leg. Flex the feet. Just like we had when we were in our forward fold from standing, we're going to press into that shin to lift up, lengthen the spine, and try to lengthen the spine over that leg. Breathe in. Breathe out. Reach the top of the head long towards those toes. Whatever leg you are folding over, that same side elbow is going to drop either behind or in front of the leg as you open up the other arm to the sky. And then that option to reach overhead again. Bring the hand behind the head, press into the hand, let the chin come in closer to the neck. Lean back. Spread the toes apart. Extend the top arm and let that help you come back to side number 2. We're going to do a twist, bringing those hands down to the shin. And like we did, as we lift the heart, we'll extend the arms, expand the chest. Inhale. And then exhale, fold over that leg. That same side arm, either behind or in front. Opposite arm will open upwards. Press down in your bottom arm to lift up with your top. Exhale overhead. Palm to the back of the head, chin in. Open up the soles of the feet by exuberantly flexing, pulling toes back. Reach arm overhead, palm facing down. Next inhale. Let's lift it up. Coming back to the center, hands on the pillow. Inhale here. Exhale, start to press the pillow forward. Don't let the knees roll in. Keep the knees out. So actually, let's bring the hands, using them as braces, just 1 second pillow, just in front of the knees. And as you reach the chest forward, you lengthen the spine, but you're bending the elbows to keep those legs in the external rotation. Okay, so option 1, if you're struggling with keeping your external rotation, maybe try that maneuver. Option 2, pillow press, gliding the pillow forward. Keep the collarbone, the heart lifted. Looking up, the throat open. looking forward. Maybe elbows resting. Energized toes, and let's stay for one more breath. Inhale with that lift at the heart. And exhale. And inhale, looking up, drawing arms and pillow back in, coming all the way up. Slowly bring those legs together and have a seat on top of your pillow. Legs together, feet flex, sit up tall and then a little taller. Feel that long line of energy through your spine. And let's inhale, sweep the arms up and look up. Reach up and out of the hips. And exhale, let's fold over the legs. We'll do hands to shins. We're in the same pose that we were in when we were standing, folding over the legs. So let's press the hands to the shins and inhale, lift up, reach the heart and collarbone forward, and exhale. Use the breath to fold over the legs. Now take a look at your toes. For me, my big toes are kind of folding in closer than my baby toes. So I'm going to try to readjust so that my baby toe is going to pull back, going to open up that space between the balls of the feet. Maybe my thumbs are going to push just into the space below my big toes to try to get that alignment. That might not be your alignment, so see what you can do. You're in the perfect vantage point to see what's going on and to see if you're pronated or supinated, whether the edges of your feet are farther away or the insides of your feet are farther away, and just try to even it out. Breathe in. Exhale, fold. Let's release the head and neck. Let's inhale, shrug gently with those shoulders, and exhale. Relax the shoulders and arms. Bring the palms to the mat, start to walk the hands back, slowly taking your time, coming back up, abdominals helping you. Move off of that pillow, wrap the arms around the legs like a hug, pull the toes a little closer to you and either let them lightly tap down as you bring the chin to the chest, looking down, or float the toes so you're in a balance. Exhale and squeeze. Hug it out. Inhale, expand, and exhale one more time, squeeze. Place those feet down, knees apart, hold on to the ankles. Let's lift up tall, neutral spine, and exhale, either stay tall or see if there's some range of motion to fold forward. Elbows gonna press down like we did in our wide straddle. In our straddle pose, wide-legged straddle pose, we used our arms to keep that external rotation. So let the elbows widen it out. I'm bringing elbows in and just gliding them out. One more time. In and gliding out. Keep the elbows out. Lift the heart, inhale. Exhale, looking down. Try not to jut the chin. Keep the chin in, the crown of the head reaches over the toes. Feet press, breath flows. Inhale to come on up and lift those knees back to center. We're going to get ready for our Shavasana, very similar to how we started. But instead of using the pillow under the head, I'm going to bring the pillow just under the legs. And that's going to allow my low back to relax and soften down to the mat a little bit more. Might even fold the pillow for a little bit. More bend in the knees. So you decide where you want your pillow, and we'll slowly roll down. So if you have the pillow under the legs, the knees are going to be a little bit bent. Arms open up by the side, palms up. Close the eyes. Discover your breath. Relax the legs. Relax the arms. And now relax the breath. Breath is natural and smooth. Be aware of the breath, but don't affect the breath. Just let it be. Feel free to stay here for another 5, 6, 10, 12 rounds of breathing, or as long as you need to acclimatize to all that gentle yoga work we did.